How's it going, team? Angus Tarvell back here with Getting to Know with Gus. Last week we had the lovely Cam Clark. This week we've got a new legend. He's been around a bit. He's an under 20s Australian captain. He was a Aussie schoolboys captain. He's played for Eastwood, played for the Waratahs, a little bit of a stint in Leon. He came back to play for the Rays, and now he's here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Damien Nicholas Fitzpatrick. Damien, mate, how's it going being back in Australia?
Oh, it's brilliant. Obviously, weather a bit better than today is what I came back for. But, you've got to take the good with the bad. I've really enjoyed my time, as you said. Got to know you during the Rays, and then obviously we've linked up again here in November, so it's good.
Was I part of the reason you heard about me being here, you want to come back, or what was the pull to come back? I heard you had a bit of a visit from someone named that rhymes with Schmeichel Schmecker. What about that?
I did have a conversation with Czech on one of his recent trips to France. That was back in about February. And then, obviously, I had a lot of desire to come back to this team. This was the team that I really wanted to come back to. It's the team I grew up supporting, and the team that, obviously, as you mentioned, I played for before I went. So when the opportunity arose, still had a few hurdles to jump with my contract in France. Business has done a little bit differently over there, and it was, I was a little bit unsure at one stage whether it was going to happen, and then all of a sudden, a few strings got pulled, and we're able to come back here, and haven't looked back since. I've enjoyed it.
And mate, you look at a guy like you with a resume like that, you'd think you'd be 30 plus, but you're only 27 years old, still fresh as a young chick running around. What's your aspirations? Like, obviously you've come back here for a reason to push on for that Wallaby spot. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I suppose a little bit has always has been said when foreign players come back in that respect, because with our rule, we have, unless you've got 60 caps, which I don't, obviously, you have to be back here to put your name up for selection for the national team. And that was obviously one thing that I felt before I left that I obviously wanted to do before my career ended. So, as you said, at 27, I felt now was the perfect time to come back and give it a go. And look, first and foremost, I want to have a chance to win a championship here at New South Wales. Look, I left the year before the guys got together in 2014 and then won the comp, and I watched that from over in Leon, and there was a big sense of pride there. A lot of the guys that I played with were part of that team, and it really gave me a sense of wanting to come back and try and get that championship. So that's really my main focus, and if things happen later than that, obviously we'll take them both open arms.
Lovely. And speaking of Leon, you're obviously in that beautiful part of France. How's your sort of French speaking going? Have you picked up much French in your time over there? Or?
Oui, mon français c'est pas mal, mais it's difficult to obviously to keep up once you come back here. Look, I said to myself I wanted to really try and continue, but things have been a little bit hectic here the last few months. But I'm not going to try and get back into it. I was there 3 years, so I was pretty lucky that I was able to pick up quite a bit of French. I got to the point where I was able to do a few television interviews and things towards my last little bit, and I reckon it does take about 3 or 4 years to really master it. It's a tough language, and in some parts of France they're pretty ruthless with the way they teach you as well. Luckily in Lyon, it was a bigger city, there was a little bit more English, which doesn't really help with your learning, but at the same time helps with your everyday life when you first move over there.
So we'll just go through a little role play. All right, we've walked into. You've walked into a little nice wee cafe where your people watch out the front, and you're with your lovely, you're with your lovely partner Jade, and you guys are just keen for a coffee and a croissant. I'll be the server, and you're coming in to order from me. So I'll be a little bit of English because I'm not really a French guy, but I'll try my best. I'll just freestyle it. I'm pretty good. You got to open the door. So you've walked. Yeah. Yeah, because that's not an order. It's you come to the door and you come inside. Yeah, of course you do. Ring. Bonjour, monsieur. Ça va?
Yeah, you're female, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Ça va?
Ça va bien.
Okay. What do you want?
Si je prends deux cafés, s'il vous plaît, un croissant, un pain de chocolat, c'est pour moi, probablement, oui.
Oh, oui. Merci beaucoup. So, as you can see, he's a multi-talented guy. He knows how to speak a bit of French. He's got the gift of the gab. And
I learned how to order food pretty quickly.
yeah, and speaking of French cuisines, I've got a bit of cheese here, so we're going to do a bit of a blind tasting test. We've got a bit of a rubber band we'll chuck around his eyes. And, mate, I'll just give you a couple cheeses.
They're obviously all French, aren't they?
Yep. Obviously, delicious French cheese. And you can just, give me a...
From close to Leon, or have I got to work that out?
Yeah, you've been around, so you tell me. Okay. So the first one.
I'll smell it first.
Yeah. Do what you need to do. Smell it, lick it, and then get the taste.
What do we got? something quite square. I'm not sure if that's French.
What are we getting? What are we sensing?
I'm sensing a good old-fashioned cheddar there.
Cheddar. What are you smelling? Nuts?
Yeah, a little bit of nut.
Cheese?
Yeah, I'm not sure how long it's been.
Mate, I'll give you half a point. That's a classic vintage cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
It's a lovely drop. Thank you. Now on to our next classic. Excuse the noise, mate. It doesn't mean it's not obvious. So this is quite a classic. I don't know. We'll go.
I used to have this on my sandwiches at school. Yeah. Again, I'm sensing the probably more North American. Yeah, a little bit to the left of France, I reckon.
Yeah. What are we tasting? What are we feeling?
We're feeling a lot of things, but
Really pleasing the palate.
I know what cheese is. It's just locking down that brand. You know, only a few brands make this this delicious cheese.
Just think your basics. You know, something that always delivers. Just your basic.
Is it Kraft?
No.
No.
Sorry.
That's
a bit upper brand. This is let's think real basic.
So it's not Kraft sliced cheese. Bega?
No, you're too high brand here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What are we talking?
We're talking a classic Woolworths plastic cheese. So Woolies, well done.
Just simple, okay.
Yep, well done, mate. I was going to give you this last one, but I can't seem to open it. So we'll. Oh, mate, he can do everything. This kid.
Okay.
Teeth in there. Yeah. Don't be shy. Look at him go. Yeah.
Okay, we got it.
Yeah. He's committed, this man.
This one. There's more plastic on there, isn't it? It's hard to get that smell.
Should have organised this earlier.
Yeah.
Why don't we just be a bit
I might
ruthless
just be
here?
able to guess. Yeah, are we looking at just your old school camembert there?
Without even opening the plastic, I'll rip a bit off my hand with my
The
hands.
texture gave it away, yeah. Again, I think that's local.
Not French?
There you go, not French there. 2 out of 3 is not bad.
All right. Yeah. See, he can do everything. This kid. Now, speaking about food, you're obviously a bit of a foodie. You know all the Sydney scene with the hot spots, mate. What's for a guy like me, I haven't been around too long and probably stuck to my little Ramwick pocket. What's a few good, really nice restaurants that you're probably going to go pay for it, have a Macca's run after, pay too much for a little feed, but it's going to be awesome.
Ooh, there's a lot of them in Sydney, as I've told you. There's quite a few restaurants in Sydney that you can be assured a few things. Nice food, but pretty hefty bill at the end. No, I enjoy my food. I go through phases in terms of what I enjoy. My favourite at the moment, there's a small one at the back at Rushcutters Bay, which is perfect. Tiny little plates, huge prices.
Perfect for you.
Right up your alley. It's called Acme. It's called Acme Dining, and they do this one dessert. It's called a fairy floss ice cream, and it's one of the most outstanding things you'll ever eat in your life. Yeah, it is out of this world. You go there just for the dessert.
Yeah.
You can brush the rest of the meal.
Okay. So maybe Macca's dinner, Acme dessert.
Yeah, straight if you're into it, for sure.
How good. And mate, you look after your body. You eat quite well. After a game or something, what's something you like to treat yourself with?
Ooh, Mexican. Love it. Yeah.
Just a big old dirty burrito, or?
Yeah. No, one of my favourite late night spots is El Loco down at Surrey Hills, and it stays open till quite late, about 11, 12 o'clock. So I love a taco.
Signature dish.
Ooh, taco, yeah, fish taco.
Fish taco?
Delicious.
Soft shell.
Soft shell, chipotle sauce. Oh, like any type of special mayonnaise. Oh.
Yeah, it's all over.
That's me. Yeah.
All right, mate. We'll head into our final sort of segment. Just a quick fire question. Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Big spoon or little spoon?
Big spoon.
Okay, you're stranded on an island. You have 3 things. What are they?
Laptop.
You probably can't charge it, but all right.
Can't charge it.
But all right, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. A bed.
You could have used the sand.
No. Okay, so laptop,
A bed. Last thing.
I'm gonna have to have something that I can charge. Probably a Kindle or a phone.
Mate, so he's gone with 3 things that probably aren't very good for an island. I don't think you're going to last too long. Unless, I know I did. So you might have a mate, find a mate Wilson or something like that, but you'll be all right. Birkenstocks, yes or no?
I'm open-minded. Yeah, I'm leaning towards yes. I'm not sure. Maybe this year. Maybe it's 1 year.
We're starting a Birkenstock movement here, and I'm trying to recruit. So I'll chuck that one in.
I'm not totally against it. I'm telling you that. I'm a fence sitter. I'm a hire right now.
I'll push you on my side. I'll pull you on my side. Yeah. And finally, one meal for the rest of your life. What is it?
Ooh, steak and chips.
Classic. All right, and we've finally got our Chobani challenge. As you saw, Cam Clark last week had a time of 41.09 seconds, I think.
Yeah, I think I got that.
Today, you got it. Today we've got the delicious black cherry flavour, which I'm quite a fan of. I don't know if Damien is. So I'll hand these over. So you've got half a wheat bit. Oh, no, it's got to be fresh. It's got to be all fresh. So recovery is key in the Waratahs. So we've got half a wheat bit. You've got your carbohydrates, you've got your protein, and obviously your water. So I'll give you the time to start, mate. You do it any sort of way you want, as long as you get done. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, he's done this before. It's not his first wheat bit. Yes, get it. True meaning of determination. Get it, bro. You're currently killing it. I don't know what Cam Clark was doing last week. Open the mouth. You've got to get rid of the mouth. Bang. Ladies and gentlemen, new record holder, Damien Fitzpatrick on 28.72 seconds. Thank you so much for coming with us here today, mate. Clarky, our mate who was here last year.
What were you doing last week?
Yeah, he doesn't know. So just again, if you guys have any ideas or anyone you'd like to hear from, just hit us up on our Twitter or our Facebook account, #Team Tahs, and I'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks, guys.
Lovely. Take it easy. You stay classy, Australia.